Okay, sir. अब start करते हैं हम लोग. और before starting, I'll introduce myself. My name is Dharamveer, and I am heading the department of startup and e-karma Hisar. Uh, so first, before starting, I would like to thank Mr. Amaresh Rai sir for accepting our invitation to guide our students as well as the participants, giving the valuable time to us. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for coming here. Sir, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the time and opportunity to interact with you. These guys, I mean, these guys are awesome. So should we start, Dharamveer ji?
Yes, we can start, sir.
All right. So how are you doing, guys? I hope you guys are doing pretty well. My name is Amaresh. I am from Delhi. I am a CEO of a consulting company. I'm a business coach. I do coaching for a couple of international and national companies. I was given information that you all are going to become businessman in your life. So this is true. If this is true, can you please type in the chat box business? Can you please type in the chat box business? Please, guys, come on. Yes, awesome. Awesome, Jasmine. Tamanna, yes, business, red. Yes, Karan, Shali, awesome. Guys are much participative in this. And once you see your participation, active participation will make you further better. So make sure you participate. Write down business. Excellent people. Awesome. All right. So today I'm going to share with you two things which will make you a successful businessman. Two things. The most important things in your life to become businessman. Two things I'll be sharing with you guys. Who all are ready to know that? Who all are ready to know those two important things which are most important to make sure you become a good businessman? Type out I. Who all are? Fantastic. Gurpreet, Ankita, Bhavana, Asta. Fantastic, guys. Fantastic. So can I know, please? I have given my name and where I am from. Where are you guys from? Your name and your place. Can you write down in the chat box your name and place so that I know actually where are you and what kind of, Yukta, Nimisha, Hisar, Barwala, Sirsa, Bhavna, Hisar. A lot of people are from Hisar, Barawal, Hisar. All right. So maximum, Tohan, Hisar, Panchkula. Yeah, Panchkula is also there. All right. Okay. So let us begin. Awesome, man. Awesome, Poonam. Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys, for participating. All right. So let us go ahead and talk about those things. Before I give you those two important things, let me tell you what kind of background I am from. I am from a very today I'm a business coach. Yes, I'm a consultant. Yes, I work with international companies, national companies, the topmost companies. Yes, but I come from a Hindi background. Okay, so before going further, can I know, are you interested in English or Hindi communication right now? Hindi or English?
You can write in chat box those who are interested in Hindi, so we can see that.
Yes, write in the chat box, please. English, both. Yes, Hindi, English, both. I think both. Yes. So 70%, 60% English and maybe some 40%. So मैं आपको बता दूं कि मैं एक हिंदी बैकग्राउंड से हूं और हमारा पूरा स्कूलिंग सिस्टम हिंदी बैकग्राउंड से रहा है, पूरा स्कूलिंग सिस्टम हिंदी बैकग्राउंड से। फिर अंग्रेजी में थोड़ी पढ़ाई शुरू हुई और धीरे धीरे करके 25 वर्षों के बाद, मेरी उम्र के 25 वर्ष के बाद मैंने पढ़ाई थोड़ी अंग्रेजी में समझने का प्रयास किया। उस समय तक मैं कई जगह फेल हो चुका था। मेरे सेल्स में, I was working in sales, I was working in marketing, and I got a lot of rejections before I got into a successful scenario. So बहुत सारे rejections हुए, और जानते हो ये सारे rejections क्यों हुए? Basically what we are going to talk about today, and that is business communication. I was not able to understand how to communicate professionally. I might be knowing, sometimes you know better about yourself, your domain, your expertise. You have your expertise. You know about computers, you know hardware, you know software, you know how to do it, but you do not know how to actually communicate your expertise to those people who are going to recruit you or who are going to be your clients. So that's what the business communication we will be talking about. So yes. So have you ever had, how many people do you think are actually in these kind of scenarios wherein you think, I may not be pretty well in sales, though I know my domain, I know my expertise, I have the expertise, but I may not be able to actually become a good salesperson. How many of these are here? Can you chat in? Write in the chat box, I. Yeah, so it started. Now let me okay. So I had a lot of struggle in my life. I started out with this struggle by finding out coaches. I learned a lot. I learned through various seminars, various communication skill schools, going to the coaches, and from international and national coaches. I have learned a lot. And I learn even today. I learn every year. I spend good amount of money every year on learning. That's what the most important thing in your life. If you want to become a very successful person, and if you want to retain your success along with you, you must able to be learning each year. You have to spend a bit of time, maybe 1 month or maybe 10 days or 15 days, at least you put those days, those part of your life into learning every year. All right, so let us talk about those two specific things which will make you sure your professionalism successful. Now, so first of all, if you want to write down, you may write it down. The first part is know your professional domain pretty well. Sometimes what happens, let me share with you what happened even with me. I was knowing that okay, I know this sales, I can sell this product, I can understand what is marketing, I can understand okay, I understand, yeah, I'll take care of it, I'll deal with it. But what happens, when you reach to the client's place, when you reach to the seminar's place, you sometimes do not understand what to talk about. So professional domain means you understand, let's say you are into a business of computer selling. So you might be knowing computer selling well. You might have done your MBA, you might have done your BCA, but sometimes when people, let's say students are coming to, nowadays students are buying laptops and iPads and these kind of stuff because this is now online world. Now the world is going towards online system. So people are buying today laptops and desktops and these kind of stuff. So how to sell to students? How to sell to students? The same computer could be sold to the students, but how? The same computers could be sold to those people who are in their 30s. How? In their 40s. How? In their 50s. How? The same computer has to be sold, but the language of your will be actually varying. It varies. How to speak to children from 10 to 20 years old. You must be knowing about it. Then you can sell your computer to those guys. So this is what you know about your domain. Once you know about your domain, people in front of you understand your credibility. Then you establish your credibility. You establish your ethics in front of them. The technical aspect of your profession will actually create a credibility, create an ethical domain for you in front of your own clients, in front of your people. Even in your company also, if you know your domain, your company people, your boss would actually rely upon you, and they will credit you for things which you are going to do. Well, it will be actually difficult to convey your message if you do not understand how to create your credibility. Sometimes it comes from the position. Let's say you are general manager of a company, so the position talks, so it creates a credibility. People listen to you. But if you are not at that position, if you are not a director of a company, then you have to create your position. You have to create your credibility through your professional domain expertise. So to start with, you have to become master in your area first to make sure your credibility is established. The second part of it is know what all to say in a specific scenario. Let's say you are going for a seminar wherein you have to present to engineering college students. You have to present your computer business or your laptop sales to engineering college students, and you have got 300 students. Now you have to present your sales to those people. So you must be knowing, you know a lot of things about your business. I know that you know a lot of things, but in that 40 minutes or 1 hour, what are you going to display? What are you going to talk about? Only to those chunk of people you must be knowing about it, because that is a special occasion. You must know what to speak. The content must be ready for that specific event. You might be knowing a lot. I know that you might be knowing. Since you know your domain, so you know better. You understand a lot of things. However, one particular meeting or interview or discussion will not require everything to showcase, to club. So you are required to detail or talk only that much, not more than that. Does it make sense, guys? Does it anyway make sense? Can you please type out in the chat box yes if it makes sense? Yes. All right, Tanu, Astha, Anjali. Fantastic, guys. All right. So very active participants we have. So let me share one more thing. 2 things I have given you. Let me share one more and most important factors of your successful professional communication. One of the most important factor. All right. This is third one. Listen properly. Listening creates an emotional connection with your listeners, with your audience. When you listen properly, you create your emotional connection with those people. When you fully engage in listening to your team or your people, you are loved by them. You earn a respect by listening properly, and then the trust is built. You know, this best part of communication is building a trust, building a credibility. And by listening, you create a better bonding, a better trust. And the byproduct of good listening is The byproduct of good listening is, आपको अच्छा सुनने से फायदा क्या होता है पता है? अच्छा, अगर आपने ठीक से सुन लिया किसी को ना, तो वो आपसे जुड़ जाता है, इमोशनल टच हो जाता है उसका आपके साथ, एंड देन उससे बड़ी बात होती है कि आपको सब कुछ उसके बारे में पता हो जाता है, जिससे आपका सेल, आपका कम्युनिकेशन बड़ा इफेक्टिव हो जाता है. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, guys? You know everything. Once you know everything about them, about your audience, about your people, you can do anything. That's what the great idea you have. If you understand this. Are you learning, guys? Are you learning, guys? Are you learning, guys, anything? If you are, please type in chat box, learn. Yes. All right. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic, guys. So you guys are learning. Fantastic. So we have talked about 3 things. Let me tell you once again. Know your professional domain first. Second, know what all to say. Third, listen properly. All right, so let me give you one more thing. One more. All right. So if you want one more, can you type in one more? Fantastic. So let me give you one more tips for being a successful entrepreneur, successful businessman, successful professional. That's pretty important. Well, you have spoken a lot. You have listened properly. You have offered your services and come back. Then finally, after 1 day, maybe 2 days, maybe 5 days, you have to follow up. Right follow-up, right kind of follow-up. Right kind of follow-up will give you the sales. Right kind of follow-up. You must know when to check back. This is most important factor. I mean, you cannot follow up anytime. No, there are rules, there are systems whom you are following to. Are you following to the government department secretary? Are you following to the director of a company, a big company? Are you following to a director of a or general manager of a small company? Are you following to an individual? Whom are you following to? Are you following to the finance department? Whom are you following to? Right. So you must know when to follow, when to check back. The second part of follow-up is how to check back, how to follow. When to follow up, that's fine. Even how to follow up, what all languages are to be written, how and how much language, how much, what is the content going to be when you are following up. That's much important. Follow-up has a system. You will succeed. बिना follow up, अच्छी follow up, देखिए अच्छा follow up आपके sales को 50% आपकी sales probability को बढ़ा देता है. 50% तक आपकी sales probability को, आपके business scenario को ऊंचा उठा देता है. You will succeed only if you do the followings in the right way. Follow-up has to be in the right way. Follow-up is asking the result of your meetings, or maybe talks, or maybe emailing you have exchanged with, or any form of communication. Now, what is the right approach to check the outcome of all these activities. You must learn it well. Follow up. All right. So I have given you 4 things. Guys, which one idea you think you can use immediately? Can you type in the chat box? Which one idea? I have given you 4, right? Four ideas. Out of 4 ideas, which one you think you can start up immediately with? Which idea you can implement in your life right now? Listen carefully. Fantastic. Awesome. Without listening, you can't do anything. Listen. Yes, 100%. Listening is the most important thing. Fantastic. Niharika, listen better. Hema, listening. Monica, carefully. Be confident. Well, confidence, yes, confidence is, I mean, without confidence, you can't do anything. 100%. So this is what? Listening carefully. So we have been talking about know your professional domain. You must know the professional domain. Second, we talked about know what all to say. What all to say in that particular specific moment. That moment is much important. Yes, listen carefully. Yes. Know what all to say. And then third is listen properly. Unless you listen properly, everything will go in vain. सब कुछ बेकार हो जाएगा अगर आपने सारी चीजें ठीक से सुनी नहीं. अपने सामने वाले का सुनने से आप सामने वाले के ट्रस्ट को गेन कर लेते हैं, ऑडियंस के ट्रस्ट को समझ लेते हैं और ऑडियंस आपको समझ लेती है. आप दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड हो जाता है और वो बॉन्ड ही प्रोडक्ट्स इस दुनिया में बहुत लोगों के पास होंगे जो आपके पास होगा. याद रखिए, आप कुछ भी नया शायद नहीं करने वाले हैं ऐसा जो पृथ्वी पर ना हो. Everybody is available. Everything is available in the market. All the services, all the products, all the hardware, or all the software, everything. But you can create bonding, a trust, if you want to sell it. So you can create a trust by listening properly. And once you have listened properly, once you have understood properly, given the sales proposal or business proposal, go back, then write follow up. Right? मैंने देखा है, मैं अपनी बात बता रहा हूँ. When I was not knowing about these things, I could not follow up properly. कभी भी मैंने फोन कर लिया, जब मर्जी होती थी फोन. अब दिन में 1 बजे 1:30 बजे आप किसी को फोन करेंगे, so he has been taking his lunch. 1:30 बजे 2 बजे दिन में people are taking their lunch. So you are not going to take your sales, and if it is not happening and you are following up by 1:30 p.m., you are going to lose your sale even. So better to have a real timing by what time you need to follow up and what all words and how to follow up, whether through email, through phone, anything. So that's what the kind of things we can do. It took me a decade to learn, actually. Let me tell you guys, it took me a decade. I have spent lakhs of rupees in learning small things. And then it's your turn now. Learn it. Don't wait for failing. Chase you. You chase the success. Thank you very much, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask right away.
Yes, participants, any questions, please ask in chat box.
Yeah.
पूछो, कुछ पूछना है यार.
Yeah, hesitate for what? So Niharika says, what is hesitation? Hesitation is something, if you do not know, Niharika, let me tell you, see, unless you know, just if you want to really be strong in confidence, you just do one thing. You grab the whole idea of your domain. You be expert in your domain. Only domain expertise will give you the exact confidence. Confidence only comes from the real expertise. If you know everything about it, if you know nitty gritty, if you know ABC, ka, ka, ga, ga, everything you know about your domain, you have the expertise in your domain. Let me tell you, your confidence will 100% be with you. You are not going to hesitate anywhere. That's the number one and the most important activity you need to do. Learn it. Learn it.
So I request all the participants, we have only 2 minutes left. Please ask the questions.
Yeah, if you have.
Yeah.
How to know what's the correct time to feedback? Yes. So that depends, you know, the kind of scenario you have in your conversation. When you start conversation with your people, I mean, let's say in an audience, so through that audience, you would be able to understand. You have to learn how to judge the audience. You have to learn how to judge the audience, when to follow up. Judge the audience, understand, even ask from the audience when to follow up. They will give you the answer. You will get the answer of following up time at the time of first conversation itself. I can learn business communication. My goodness, business communicator. You must be having in your area a lot of people. You can search out from the internet, business communications. A lot of business communicators are there who would be able to actually translate your whole personality into a better communication.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.
All right.
Left only 30 seconds. So.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm ending the session now.